Ain't that something? There. Now to submit and...
Peter, how you doing, son?
Robbie, hi. I know this is out of the blue, but I wanted to let you know I just sent in a photo for your open call.
Wonderful. We can definitely run this. I gotta duck into a meeting, but if you find the beating heart of New York anywhere else, send it my way. It's good to hear from you.
You too, Robbie. Thanks. That's perfect.
My grandma always talked about going here. She'd walk across the bridge every Sunday to get the freshest vegetables in the city. But one time, she was late and the guy in front of her bought all the tomatoes. And that's how she met my grandpa.
Anyone feeling that heat right now? I know I am. Luckily, if I get too toasty, I can pop into the bodega for some sweet, sweet ace. While that may be true, their ACs are cranked up to freezing, so you might... How does it look? Was that good? If it's great, post it. If it's not, let it die. Okay, you can send it to me. And also, am I prominent in the picture? I do.
Haha, the bodega beef. It was already a rivalry for the ages when it was just David versus Goliath. But when Teos had to deal with the bodega copying his success by using the exact same mascot, it stepped up to a whole nother level.
That should work for Robbie.
Is that? Oh, man! I haven't been there in years. When we were at the Bugle's old office, we'd hide out here whenever Jonah was about to blow. I finished a lot of assignments sitting at that bar. And a lot of grasshoppers.
Good, good.
Ah, the Manhattan Bridge. Can you believe they started building it in 1901? Finished in 1909. I thought it was old when I was a kid, but now, it's just amazing the history that's in this city.
That's perfect.
You gotta hand it to New Yorkers. I wasn't even trying to be funny there. If there's a good time to be had, they'll find it.
That's right, people. 77 dogs in 10 minutes. And they were footlongs.
Friendly neighborhood minutes.
Not bad.
Hey, you pay for that photo, Spider-Man? I'm just kidding. You're cool. Oh, no, you're radical.
I heard this guy dips his hot dog buns in tomato juice before eating them. Now, I get that it makes it easy for them to go down, but tomato juice? Brother, that ain't right.
Come on back to Jersey's hummus, home to New York's finest hummus. In our house, traditional's always best. But that does not mean we're unwilling to experiment every... Was that a good photo? Post it online!
Here we go. Now, I'll admit, I first walked into his shop because of all the articles about his new flavors, but his traditional ones would have kept me coming back. Sometimes a classic is a classic for a reason.
Crowd's looking pretty big today. Maybe I'll try a moonsault halfway through. Yeah, throw him out of the ring. Moonsault. You get a lot better shots if you come to the show, Spider-Man.
New York's always had a thriving underground wrestling scene. Even been to a few shows myself. That combination of theatricality with amazing feats of strength and athleticism, it's electrifying.
When are you due?
That's perfect.
When my son was growing up, I helped coach his youth baseball team here. Every game we played, the parents talked more trash than the kids, myself included.
All right, let's go.
Not bad.
NYC, the mecca of basketball. Sure, you can play it anywhere with just a ball and a net. But when you got the people in the apartment buildings watching, the other players trash talking, and the sound of rubber hitting asphalt, there's a reason they call it the city game.
Yeah! Whip, whip, baby!
Whip it up. Whip it for real.
That should work for Robbie.
Well! Spider-Man's a sugar bug!
Click. Whip.
Yeah, some things in New York you just can't explain. And that's what's great about it.
Good.
Reminds me of the people who write into the Bugle, and a few who work there. Freedom of speech is a beautiful thing, but saying a thing over and over again doesn't make it true.
You got fire, I'm a flame, set a blazing. I don't know what I'll do when you leave. When you leave.
Not bad.
Sometimes, I worry with all the terrible things that happen in our city. People be afraid to leave their homes, live their lives. Not today.
Hey, how busy is the restaurant right now?
That's perfect.
Oh, yeah? I'm about 20 minutes.
I mean, if I was rich, I'd take advantage of that backdrop too. I'd also be worried about constantly launching balls off the roof, but I guess they can afford it.
That should work for Robbie.
Honestly, we need a whole other photo series just on New York's music. Its impact, the communities it built, its outright brilliance. It's hard to encapsulate in one photo, but this isn't bad.
Not at all, my dear creature. For the man who has the impudence to fancy himself above the fairest of human nature has sunk immeasurably below it. Eat, cat. Philosophy has not made quite a fool of the fellow. But pray now, my good Mr. Strut. Oh, do you do headshots, Spider-Man? I could actually use a new one.
Whether it's on the stage or in the open air, where else can you see legends and soon-to-be legends performing every day? London? That's really far away.
That's perfect.
Protesting isn't just a constitutional right in New York. It's your civic duty. Especially when a multinational corporation is behind a bioweapon unintentionally getting released into the city.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, see, that's a strategy with the bishop there.
Good, good.
You know, I saw an old Grand Master playing there last week. Anyone could walk up and challenge him. And he lost to a kid who lives down the street from me. Damn. Never seen anything like
That's perfect.
Say what you will about social media, and I can say a lot. It's helped so many businesses stay afloat here when they would have gone under a long time ago.
That should work for Robbie.
My best friend's kid painted this. I remember her showing me a sketch of it the day before he went up. New York is nothing without its people.
Library's not going anywhere. Slow down. A lot of cars come speeding through here at night.
Not bad.
Is that a good photo, Spider-Man? Hey, send it to the student newspaper. Whoa.
The Spider-Men aren't the only superheroes in New York. Getting students to class on time? One of the greatest powers I've ever seen.
I know, but just call your mother and tell her we'll be there, all right? It's no problem. Give me use his blinker. I mean, it ain't
Not bad.
You know, for a place where everyone's comfortable calling out when something's wrong, people here sure hate admitting when they're wrong. The writer in me does love the irony.
Hey, Robbie, you got the photo? I think it's a good one to close my submissions with.
Yeah, it's fantastic. But I'm a bit surprised you're stopping now since you left out two of the biggest parts of New York. The Spider-Man.
I mean, I don't know if they're that big. And they are kind of controversial.
Everything I see in these photos, all the stories and history and life, none of them would still be here if it wasn't for the Spider-Man. I hope they know that.
I bet they have some idea.
Well, thanks for the photos, Peter. Always been better at this than you give yourself credit for.
I don't think that... Thanks, Robbie.